Arjuna Uvacha. Arjuna said, Nastaha, dispelled, Mohoho, illusion, Smriti, memory, Labdha, regained, Tut Prasadat, by your mercy, Maya, by me, Achutya, of infallible Krishna, Stitaha, situated, Asmi, I am, Gata, remove, Sandeha, all doubt, Karishe, I shall execute, Bachanam, order, Taba, your. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Arjuna said, My dear Krishna, O infallible one, my illusion is now gone. I have regained my memory by your mercy. I am now firm and free from doubt. I am prepared to act according to your instruction. Please respond. Arjuna said, My dear Krishna, O infallible one, my illusion is now gone. I have regained my memory by your mercy. I am now firm and free from doubt and prepared to act according to your instruction. Purport. The constitutional position of a living entity represented by Arjuna is that he has to act according to the order of Supreme Lord. He is meant for the self-discipline. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that actual position of the living entity is that of eternal servant of the Supreme Lord. Forgetting this principle, the living entity becomes conditioned by material nature. But in the serving Supreme Lord, he becomes the liberated servant of the God. The living entity constitutional position is to be a servitor. He has to serve either the illusory Maya or Supreme Lord. If he serves the Supreme Lord, he is in his bliss, in his normal condition. But if he prefers to serve the illusory external energy, then and he voluntarily surrenders unto the Supreme to act according to his desire. The last illusion, the last snare of Maya to trap the living entity is the proposition that he is God. The living entity thinks that he is no longer a conditioned soul but God. He is so unintelligent that he does not think that if he were God, then how could he be in doubt? That he does not consider. So that is the last snare of illusion. Actually, to become free from the illusory energy, to understand Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and agree to act according to his order. The word moho is very important in this verse. Moho refers to that which is opposed to knowledge. Actually, real knowledge is the understanding that every living entity is eternally a servitor of Lord. But instead of thinking oneself in that position, the living entity thinks that he is not a servant, that he is the master of this material world, for he wants to lord it over the material nature. That is his illusion. This illusion can be overcome by the mercy of the Lord or by the mercy of a pure devotee. When that illusion is over, one agrees to act in Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is acting according to Krishna's order. A conditioned soul illusioned by the external energy of the matter does not know that Supreme Lord is the master who is full of knowledge, who is the proprietor of everything. Whatever he desires, he can bestow upon his devotee. He is the friend of everyone. He is especially inclined to his devotee. He is the controller of material nature and of all living entity. He is also controller of inexhaustible time. He is full of opulences and all potency. The Supreme Personality of Godhead can even give himself to the devotee. One who does not know him is under the spell of illusion. He does not become a devotee, but a servitor of Maya. Arjuna, however, after hearing Bhagavad Gita from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, became free from all illusion. He could understand that Krishna was not only his friend, but the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he understood Krishna factually. So the study of Bhagavad Gita is to understand Krishna factually. When a person is in full of knowledge, he naturally surrenders to Krishna. When Arjuna understood that it was Krishna's plan to reduce the unnecessary increase of population, he agreed to fight according to the Krishna desire. He again took off his weapon, his arrow and bow to fight under the order of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So these verses is very important. Krishna consciousness in not self. It has been mentioned that what is Krishna consciousness in not self. So here Arjuna says, Nasta moho smriti labdatat prasadayana. Moho means which is opposite to knowledge. So whole Bhagavad Gita is to understand that knowledge. Whole idea of coming here in Sunday program, why we are inducing everybody to come? Because the moho is there. So Arjuna can never be an illusion, but he is representing us. Because everybody in this material world under the illusion. Nasta moho. So first of all, we understand what is that moho. Because we do not know what is moho, then how to rectify this. How to. So whole Bhagavad Gita is full of knowledge. So that full of knowledge of Krishna consciousness, full of knowledge that how to re-establish our relationship with Lord. How to understand our position, constitutional position. That is of Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, this Bhagavad Gita is very important. Many people, they read Bhagavad Gita once in a week, that is not enough. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. So Bhagavad Gita, like Bhagavatam, you have to every day, you have to hear. Why every day hear? Because in this way we have to dispel our illusions. Bhagavad Gita, many people in India, whenever we go to preaching, they say, I have got Bhagavad Gita. But they do not open. They put it in Almira and this, what is that called, in a cell and accumulate dust. Sometimes they dust this philosophy thinking that it has to be procrastinated to older people. It's a philosophy of old men. But we do not know that everybody is old man. What is the meaning of old man? Old man means nearing to death. And nobody can guarantee that we are not nearing to death. Therefore, this philosophy, Krishna himself certifies that this is the most confidential knowledge, Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam Pavitram Idam. So this very important Bhagavad Gita to know very scrutinizingly. And we very neglect. Particularly, we should know about the very flow of Bhagavad Gita, right from the chapter 1 to chapter 18. Total how the flow. Instead of, it should be understood in a cohesive unit rather than picking from the randomly actually. Therefore, even after we are picking randomly, we go through all the process of flow. We address all the things. Prabhupada has given in London particularly, right from the chapter 1 to chapter 18, one, systematically, sequentially. Because Prabhupada says that with flow you should understand, otherwise very difficult. So here saying Nasta Moho, what is this Moho means? This Moho, first Moho means this identity crisis. The Bhagavad Gita opening notes, opening chapter, you should understand every chapter scrutinizingly. Opening chapter is the identity crisis. This IC is actually, this Prabhupada was telling, IC means identity crisis. And Arjuna's lamentation is due to this identity crisis. That is first thing of Moho. Moho is different things, For illusion, what is that Moho? We do not know our constitutional position. You are thinking that. How it is happening, beginning, how we started thinking of I. First of all, you understand everything. Details, you will go to details that how we fall into this Moho platform. 26. Yeah. So here, that's how we come to this Moho. Actually, Krishna say, Bhagavad Gita means Krishna say that Mama Vimansa Jivaloko Jivavutta Sanatana. We belongs to the Krishna, we belong to the spiritual world. Then how we can entrap in this Moho? What is this RCA, root cause analysis? Where it started, where it began, that how we start and how it began. So it has begun so many millions of years, therefore we do not know that. But how it began, the Shastra is saying. Shastra says that how it begins. So the living entity by nature has minute independence. So Krishna is fully independent. We are part and parcel, just like you can see that ocean. Ocean is salty. If you take the drop of ocean, that is also salty. So Krishna is supremely Swarat, supremely independent. We are also some law of inheritance. So we have got this minute independence to choose his own good or bad fortune. So, but when he forgets his supreme master, this independence is given, just like independence given to all of us. You can come to Sunday program, you can come to temple, or you may not come to temple. You go to Mustafa, you go to Orchard Road, Marina Basin. This is up to you. That independence is there. That minute independence is there. Otherwise, we are like a stone. But this independence is given to decide whether I have to be with Krishna or I do not have to be with Krishna. So here, this independence, when we are misused that, why should I be there? Sometimes I am in company, we are thinking, why the project manager boss is getting so much money? Why I am not become a project manager? The servant is thinking, I become a master. That tendency is there to become a master. That tendency always there. When that tendency comes to the mind, then we misuse this independence. I want to separately. That time we are entrapped. We forget our supreme master. We forget our identity. That is called identity crisis. That is the beginning of our identity crisis. That is the beginning of identity crisis. At that time, what will happen? He forgets his supreme master, because I do not know my identity. I have, so what is called, that is, there's something, this what is that, the language is there, particularly that particular English word there. There is a movie also, where this hero is getting, he is losing his memory. Very famous movie. They're losing his memory and regaining something. Ghazni something, yeah. So he lost his memory. We exactly same thing. We have lost our memory. Here Shastra say he forgets his supreme master. As soon as we thinking of that, we are entrapped in Maya, we forget his master. I do not know who is this, who is Master Krishna, who is Master. So then he gives himself onto the modes of material nature. He is thinking, no, this is I forget about my constitutional position. I am in illusion. I am not this soul. I am not the spirit soul. I am not the part and parcel. I am this body. I am misidentified. I am misidentified. Therefore, just like if you say, how are you, what is your name? I am Mr. So-and-so. I belongs to the so-and-so country. As soon as you take birth, how it is entrapped? I am thinking that I belongs to this country. And what is my religion? Form fill up, what is my religion? What is my name? And naming ceremony is going on. As soon as you take birth in material world, so many designated, you are designated in so many ways. That means your identity crisis begins as soon as you forget Krishna and entrapped in Maya, take birth in this material world. Because first of all, your name is Jasmine. Your uncle is giving name 22nd day, 21st day, I think, naming ceremony. So you have been you have been attached to a name, attached to a designation. I am son, I am husband, I am boss. In this way, we have been designated. We are expanding that designation from I, me, mine platform. This is called moho, illusion. Illusion. That is very nicely stated in these beautiful verses. Of course, Bhagavad Gita also there. This is stated in these beautiful verses, that how we are entrapped in I, me, mine platform. The 292 beautiful Bhagavatam verse. The illusion living entity appears in so many forms, offers by external energy of the Lord. While enjoying in the modes of material nature, the encased living entity misconceived thinking in terms of I and mine. Misconceived. Because we forget Krishna, we misidentified himself, designated, I am from India, I am Hindu, I am white, I am black, I am engineer, I am doctor, so and so forth. That is called moho. Just like Arjuna, why I am telling you, I will go to the first chapter. No, Arjuna is how misidentified. This is the beginning of our misidentification. That I am now bewildered. I am encased, that misconception, I am this body, anything bodily platform, expanded moho. What is that expanded moho? Gruha sutapta bite janasya moham aham mameti. As soon as I am thinking this, I am the body, then I am thinking my wife, this is my children, this is my property, this is my nation, this is my community, this is my country, this is my religion. In this way, expanded illusion. Aham mameti. We are entrapped now. That is moho. Entrapped. Whole Krishna consciousness process is that how to regain that consciousness which has been lost now. Which has been lost now. How to regain that consciousness. So Krishna here addressing or exactly putting Arjuna in this platform, that you misidentify that you are this part and parcel. You identify you are belong to Kuru family. You are Arjuna. You have all these people are Sojana, is your kith and kins, your relatives, friends. In this way, Arjuna bewildered. Exactly the same situation. So there is a beautiful verse. We will continue that moho platform before going to this Arjuna's bewilderment. This another verses it is stated in this moho regarding the great says Narada continued the word pramada mentioned in this regard referred to material intelligence or ignorance. It is to be understood as such. When one takes shelter of the kind of intelligence, he identifies himself with the material body, influenced by the material consciousness of I and mine. Everybody now I and mine platform. Everybody almost he begins to enjoy and suffer through his senses. Thus the living entity is entrapped. How he entrapped? As soon as we misuse our independence and wanted to, Krishna bhuliya jiva bhagavancha kare, nikatastha mayatre. As soon as I wanted to this, just like beautiful things Prabhupada said that. Just like a citizen, as soon as he is abide by, a citizen is, if he knows my relationship with the country and abide by the law, then he is a good citizen. As soon as he misidentify his relationship and violate, transgress the law of the Lord, he become a bad citizen and criminal. Similarly, as soon as you misidentify, you forget Krishna, we become trapped, entrapped. I am thinking I am the body. So whole process of Krishna consciousness to revive that original consciousness and re-establish that relationship, original relationship with Krishna. That is called whole Bhagavad Gita theme. How to re-establish that relationship and the process of reforming us. So Krishna is speaking a lot of process of reforming and re-establishing that relationship. Here we trapped here. In his trap condition, I am thinking that I am this body, I am this, all these things. You know, so how I am thinking that when we are trapped in so many, I and me, any species of life, I am thinking I, man. It's not that human species. Even this dog has that emotion. The flies has emotion. Even one time there was a very nice story. Prabhupada said that one time Indra was cursed by Durvasa, I think, and he became a pig. And after pig, and so many years of pig he was there, and when his God's tenure has been completed, Brahma came. Yes, Mr. Indra, you are the proprietor, CEO of Indra, Indralok, heaven. Better come back. No, Indra telling, no, I am very happy. I am very happy here. I do not want to go. So hogs are very abominable animals. Abominable happiness. So how he forgot, and he is thinking that abominable thinking is very good. That is very, very, that is called moho. Even the Indra, he forgetting, he do not want even Indralok. He do not want heaven, he is very happy. So that is called Maya, entrapment. Entrapment is there. As soon as you have forgotten Krishna, you are entrapped by Maya. And Maya has called two functions. I will tell you before I show this verse. Due to this external energy, the living entity, although transcendental to the three modes of material nature, think himself as a material product, thus undergoes the reaction of material nature. Although we are belongs to Krishna, we are not belong to the material. Just like a criminal do not belong to the criminal department. He do not belong to a jail. He belongs to normal citizen under civil law. But because he is entrapped, because he do not abide by the law, he misidentify him. He himself thinking I am independent. Similarly, when we are thinking I am independent, I can lord over the material nature. I want to enjoy separately from the God. Then we have come here, and I am thinking I am this body. That is Maya. Maya has two functions. This is very nice. It is stated. Maya has got two functions. So what is this Maya function is that? You should always remember the two tasks. Maya has two tasks. The living entity in whatever species of life he appears, find a particular type of satisfaction in that species. He is never averse to being situated in such a condition. So this identity crisis is so strong that even a hog also thinking I am happy. Dog also thinking I am happy. I don't want to be human being. I don't want to be Indra. I don't want to be heaven. So how much entrap? See, the offer has been given. Please, sir, come back. You are heaven, CEO of heaven. Why are you, taking some stools and all abominable? They are called vidvujam. This called vidvujam animals, very abominable animals. Please come. No. How much trapping, Therefore, Shastra says that the entrapment is so strong that we forget. You forget. Then if we hear Bhagavad Gita also so many times, still our no, I will go back to, after hearing you go back home also we have some attachment. My family, my dad, tomorrow my job, this thing. See, the entrapment is very, very strong, This constant hearing is very necessary with association. So here it is stated, Prabhupada has given very nice thing. Maya has two phases of activity. One is called Prakhyatmika, the other is called Avaratmika. Avaratmika means covering, Prakhyatmika means pull down. That means first of all Maya will say cover you, that's all, cover you. And also if you want to go out, he will catch, just like a criminal in a jail. He will first of all cover you. He will give you a different dress, that prisoner dress. You are identified prisoner now. That's all. And you want to go out, please, you will come. That is the Maya means Durga Devi. Durga Devi has this kind of fort. Durga means fort. Fort means fort, covered. So this is the Maya, yes. So the example has given that how we are trapped. So one time you have a very nice story in Bhagavatam. There is a king, pious king, very pious, opulent king called Chitraketu. And Chitraketu has got so big kingdom, so many queens, but he has a problem, he does not have any children. So he was very depressed. One time the Angira, the great sage Angira, he came to the kingdom. He told, my lord, my dear king, why you are so much, depressed? He told, because I do not have child. Okay, I will bless you one child. So he did a Jagya, and Jagyam Prasadam he gave to his, this queen. They have millions of queens, so many queens. The elderly queen, foremost queen, he gave Kritaduti or something, Kritaduti. He is given to that. After some time, there is a child. And this Chitraketu was so happy. Wow, I have got now this my descendant and something. So he is very happy, but he was giving more priority to this queen who has given birth. Other queens are very envious. He is now very inattentive to us. So they have consciously, they agreed, consent to kill this child by poisoning. And they did so. Then it was so many years he's waiting for a son. Now he got a son. That son is died. He was so much, devastated. So much depressed. Then Angira and Narada Muni came. Angira Rishi and Narada Muni. Then he told, what is your depression, my child? Gone. Then okay, you are so depressed, everything goes down, your kingdom, nothing activity, I will bring the child again. So he bring the child. When child came back to the body again, so that child is speaking now. You see, by the mystic power of Narada Muni, the living entity re-entered his dead body for a short time. By mystic power, Narada Muni, the great sages has so much mystic power. The dead body come inside. Then spoke in reply to Narada Muni request. He said, according to the same son, according to the result of my fruitive activity, I, the living being, transmigrate from one body to another. Sometimes going to the species of demigod, sometimes to species of lower animals, sometimes among vegetables, sometimes to human species. Therefore, in which birth were these my mother and father? See, same thing. See, when the living entity come back, he realizes, he's telling, who is my father, mother? Which birth you are my father, mother? I have so many father, mother. So many father, mother, so many lifetime. Whose father, mother actually? No one is actually my father, mother. How can I accept those two people as my parents? So how much entrapped we are thinking that he belongs to me, he is my parents, he is my this thing, that. But last birth we have different father. Next birth we are going to different father, mother. So he is telling whose father, mother, and I don't have father, mother. Then he continued to speaking. See, he continued to speak. Because now he understood his identity card, real identity card. In this material world, which advances like a river that carries away the living entity, all people become friends, relative, enemy in due course of time. They also act neutrally, they mediate, they despise one another. They act in many other relationships. Nonetheless, despite these various transactions, no one is permanently related. Very nice. Sometimes I am thinking that this is my family. What family? After some time you have to leave. You are forced to leave. You are forced to leave it. Just like in a train, everybody going together in India train, in an apartment. We are thinking that they are all relative talking, but as the station comes, we disperse. In a hotel also, everybody together, disperse. So there is a disperse. Despite your tenacious determination to stay in your home with wife and children, the material energy, the material nature will not allow you. Will not allow you. It will eject you very ruthlessly. Sir, please go away. Go away. You have no time, already time up. There is time up. Everybody carried out by the time. Everybody limited by time. How long you will be like, he is my husband, he is my brother, you will tell. How much this misidentification? This misidentification is for the short time. Then, for the short misidentification, you are losing so many things, you are suffering so many things. Why? Therefore, Shastra says, why this is? You got a human form of life. You must be intelligent. Know this Bhagavad Gita is meant for us to understand our identity crisis and again regain our original identity card. That is real. That is what Bhagavad Gita is teaching. Everybody is entrapped. They here, go back, again attached. Again attached. This is the thing. So very, very nice story is that. One person is so much greedy. So he was very greedy and his son was very, concerned about that. Why so much greedy, so much attached to his business, money, etc. Then he took him to temple. After hearing Bhagavad Gita, he thought that he changed it. He told, no. Again he went back to his attached to his business and money, etc. Then he took his to crematorium. Better crematorium, we'll see everybody dying, his life is very nothing. After crematorium he went, he saw that so many people are born here. So he was very concerned. Oh, then son is very happy. Oh, now he realized. Then he told, I made a mistake. I am so attached to cloth business, but there is no profit. So many people dying, I would have done wood business. I would have gone for that. This is our thing. So this is not good. So we have to realize that. After hearing again going to attachment, what is the use of that? It's like India, this is called elephant bathing. Elephant go out from the air, then again after bathing, elephant go and put the dust. So, Jatha Purbam Tatha Purbam. There is no transformation. Our is transformation, Krishna consciousness. Bhagavad Gita, this verses is that how Arjuna transformed. Initially, Natoscha iti Govinda. Karpani dosapata svabhava. There's so many Visrejam Charam. He was not giving up. He told, I shall not fight Govinda. But now in this verse today he is telling, after hearing Bhagavad Gita, I shall fight. I shall execute your thing. What is the difference? Difference is transformation. He simply did not hear information. They say, Krishna, very nice, excellent knowledge, excellent information, let's go back. No more fighting, go back. He never said that. No, I will do as you say. That is transformation. After hearing, you should not apply what is the knowledge of that. Philosophy without, only philosophy without the religion, without the application is mental speculation, useless. And also, application without knowledge is sentimental. People do not know, they are just doing something without knowledge. Praying the stone also. And stone, salagram is different. In India, we say that, in India there is a 10 miles. 10 miles to Bhubaneswar, 10 miles to 15 miles to Delhi, 20 miles, there's a mile stone. Milestone also they have a flower and they are praying. This is called sentimentalism. So milestone also there, somebody say milestone, where so much a prayer. Yesterday I saw something, dream here, they started praying everywhere. What is this? Then milestone, 15 kilometers return. This is sentimentalism. So everything, Krishna say, everything to be corroborated by Shastra. Otherwise, your destination will not be there. So both has to be. Our Krishna consciousness is philosophy path and application of philosophy, so that we realize the knowledge. And we are standing on the two processes. Two processes is important. Philosophy plus application of philosophy. To realize knowledge. Jnana, Vijnana. Theory, practical. Chemistry lab has 2O. Then we have to go and put 2 H2O and 1 oxygen. Water will come. That is called Vijnana. So our is like this. Realize knowledge. So here it is saying that nobody is permanently. So why you am telling that? So what is the use of this? Nobody is permanent related. Just as a gold and other commodity are continually transferred from one place to another in due course of purchase and sale. So the living entity as a result of its fruitive activities wanders throughout the entire universe, being injected into various bodies in different species of life, or one kind of father after another. So we are giving according to our things. Why we are not born in Bill Gates family, Amitabh Bachchan family, born Ambani family, very nice. Nothing to doing, everything there. So why to struggle, morning going back and so? Why? Because according to karma we are going. As long as we are entrapped in the body, I am thinking this body, and on this platform we are acting. Somebody is acting mode of goodness, he is going to Indra become. Somebody acting in a mode of passion become, somebody acting as a mode of ignorance become animals. So many body, 8.4 million species of life. According to our desire, we are getting the body. Whatever I desire, I will get that body. At the end of the day, at the time of death, actually, Krishna say in the 8th chapter, at the time of death, how to attain supreme. In that chapter, Krishna telling that how to, at the time of death, your psychological condition. I am thinking of somebody, I will become. I am thinking of somebody, a dog, I become dog. I am thinking of whatever my psychological condition will become. I am thinking of Krishna, I will go back to Krishna love. So this very important. At the time of death, our psychological condition is very important. And to adjust the psychological condition, all of a sudden you cannot adjust. We have to prepare throughout the life. Just like in examination, in entrance examination, we cannot come out one day studying, no, I will come out, I am very smart. No. The whole year, calendar year of your rigorous preparation determines your result in examination. Similarly, this whole thing is practice paper. We are practicing. When the final match comes, Then that time at the time of death, if I am so attached to Krishna, service, this thing, chanting, hearing, that time automatically my mind will go. Because practice depends. Practice makes a man perfect. Then why the big player like Tendulkar and Virat Kohli, why they so much spend time for practice? Because final match they can play very nicely, make a century. So our examination is not now. We may say so many things, I am doing 24 hours, Prabhu, so much service, but at the time of death, whether remembering. That is stated in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Bhajan karo, whatever karo, murtu hoile janega. I mean, at the time of death, it is tested. That is final examination. So in this way, we are entrapped now. So why I am telling you, I have no time. Otherwise, I thought of going through the 18th chapter in a one go, but it's not. But let's see. Bhagavad Gita chapter 1. So Arjuna is identity crisis. He is identified as a bodily conception. You know Bhagavad Gita. So let's go to Bhagavad Gita and we will go through from there. Because if you do not know Bhagavad Gita in entirety, it is difficult for like this, you know. So the Bhagavad Gita opened with the notes when two parties, just like Pandavas and Kauravas. Why I am saying Kauravas? Kauravas are big numbers. So this is a Kauravas and Pandavas. Think of that, how the arrangement in Kurukshetra. In a place of A. In that Kurukshetra, two parties, Pandava, it's a family war, they are assembled to fight. When they are assembled to fight it, then Dhritarashtra, I am not going to history who is Dhritarashtra, you will read the Bhagavatam. So there is Dhritarashtra is there, Dhritarashtra is blind. So he could not go to war. So he was telling his secretary to relay me commentary of the whole Bhagavad Gita. Whole, what is going on in the war. So whole first chapter leads to all 18 chapter, do you know that? Because the first verses itself, Dhritarashtra Uvacha, Dharma Khetre, Kurukshetre, Samaveta, Jujusava, Mamaka, Pandava, Chaiva, Kim, Akrupatak, Sanjaya. First thing Dhritarashtra is telling that, I am a blind man, my secretary Sanjaya, who can see, just like we see the television commentary and relay of football match, cricket match. Similarly, Sanjaya is the disciple of Vasudev. By the mercy of Vasudev, he has got the divine eyes, he can see that. In the heart, he can see what's going on. So that is subtle invention. Dhritarashtra says, oh Sanjay, after assembling in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, what did my son, the son of Pandu, do? Being desirous to fight. So whole Bhagavad Gita, entire Bhagavad Gita is standing on these verses. These verses say that what my Mamaka and Pandava, what is my son and Pandu, they do. And entire conversation now is what my son is doing, my Pandu son. Whole 18 chapter is going on 700% based on this. So when it is said that, then Sanjay the secretary is telling what Dhritarashtra is telling. Which son Duryodhan is saying. So Duryodhan said that Dushtatu, what is that? Dushtatu Pandavanikam. After seeing all these Pandavas, all the Dushtatu Pandavanikam, Vyuddham, Duryodhan tada. Vyuddham means they are arranging all this war. Vyuddham Duryodhanam tada. Acharya Upasangam Raja Vachana Brabit. So he went to Acharya. So immediately what happened? Duryodhan see that, oh, Pandava, that is the military man. Two people are fighting means you see the strength of the enemy. So he seeing Pandavas, oh, so great number. Oh, how they can come up with all this number? How they can arrange like this? I have already taken their kingdom. How they get the money to arrange all the soldiers? So he's confused, surprised, fear. He went to the Duryodhan's, his teacher, Dronacharya. And he's asking Dronacharya, see, Dushta to Pandavanikam. He told him, Paschantam Pandavani, Pandava. After seeing this also Pandavas, so he was thinking that your putra, this is beautiful verses 1-3. Let's go to that one. I will finish it soon with a very trick way that you know what is there in chapter 1 to chapter 18. Bhagavad Gita 1-3. Why it is not coming? Paschatam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudham Durpada Putrena Tavasisena Dhimata. If you read these verses now, you remember these verses, you feel like the presence of the war, Krishna and Arjuna. So here telling that Duryodhana is telling to his Dronacharya that you see that your Paschyatam means seeing the Panduputranam, all these Pandavas and all these Pandavas and their soldiers. Acharya Mahitam Chamam. Mahatam means very big arrangement done by them. Vyudham Drupada Putrena, your Sishya, Drupada Putra means, what is that? Dushtadumna. Dushtadumna arranging all the things. Your Putra. Tava Sishyana Dimata, your Sishya, by learning from you, and he is arranging so big things against me, against us, Kurus. And you, what is this? Why you are so lenient? You are giving lecture, supposing I am teaching you, and you are fighting against me. It's this kind of thing. You taught them, and now they are arranging. Your Putra Drishtadumna is the commander-in-chief of Pandavas. They are fighting against you. So don't be so lenient. Don't be so foolish again. He's telling. Then after that, he is now comparing to army. Okay, let's compare. This is called military mind. His military mind is very politics, diplomatics. Because fighting now, he has to strength. He is assessing the strength. First of all, he is assessing the strength of the enemy. That is a good sign. Assessing what is their strength. So he is assessing strength. He is telling Pandavas are there. And other heroes are there. Dushtaketu Chakitena, Kasiraja Chaviryavan, Kunti Putra, what is that? Purujit they say. Purujit Saivascha, Purujit, what is that? Kunti, Purujit Kunti Bhojascha, Saivascha, Narapungavaha. So he is telling not only Pandavas, there are so many other people are there. But our side is more better. Our side we have yourself, sir, Vismascha Kannascha, Kirpascha, Kurpa also there, and they are always victorious. Along with that, we have Somadatta, we have Asastama, all these fighters he never lost. So our winning, our position is very good because of Bhishma. Bhishma is like Ichamurtu, he is a very great fighter. In this way, their conversation is going on. That time started, war started. Sometimes our race started with whistle, the war started with council. First council, Bhishma is blowing the council. It's like a lion, like a council blown is going on. Indication of beginning of the war. Now the Krishna, Madhava, the very beautiful verse is there. This place, 4 horses, white horses, Krishna and Arjuna is there. This is not imaginary. That is the verses of Bhagavad Gita 114. Here 114 Krishna says that Sanjay is telling the other side Pandava what they are doing. What Pandava they are doing? Madhavasya Pandava, Dibya Sankho Dudhat Matu. Madhava plus Pandava means Arjuna. They blow the council. They Dibya Sankha. Dibya Sankha means transcendental council. Very important here. Because here only we know that victory is going to be Pandava. Why? Why the victory is going to be Pandavas? By seeing this photo. I am giving you this photo. Why the Pandava is going to win? Who can say? Eh? That is also there. There is some to Pandava. There is to Pandavan. But first is that when Krishna is there, Madhava. When Madhava means, what is the meaning of Madhava? Madhava, what is the meaning of your name? Break it down. Madhava means where this husband coming? Madhava what? Ma means Lakshmi. Dhava means husband. So Krishna say Madhava, husband of fortune. So where Krishna is there, Lakshmi is there. First and second is that when Krishna and Lakshmi is there, his devotee is also there, Hanuman is there, flag. And chariot given by Agni. So this is the sign of victory already. Jayastu Pandavan. What is the Panduputra Nam? Jaisam Pakhe Janardana. Wherever Krishna is there is a win. Already there is Sankhya, already there. But Arjuna is little bit of thing. Arjuna make a twist. Story is going very nicely. There is a twist always in the movie and all. So Arjuna made a twist in the movie. He told, fine, now we are going to, everybody is setting for the war. Please, I want to see who are going to fight with me. Sena Ruva Madhyare Ratastapa Maya Chutya. Please, my Lord, I want to see me. Javat etan nirakhyaham. I want to see who are coming to fight with me. Let me see who are coming to fight with me. So he wanted to see. So when he comes and Lord put in the chariot, and see Lord is so clever. He wanted to teach us. He told you Sena Ruva Madhyare. Lord has put the chariot exactly before Bhishma and Karna, Bhishma and Drona. You get builder. I want to teach people. And that is all. You won't be builder. But Lord put him in a builder condition that just in front of the Bhishma Drona. And he's telling that you see, behold all the Kurus. You see your Bhishma, you see your teacher. So Arjuna saw all the things. Dustamam Sojana Krishna. Oh Krishna, I see all the relatives. I am going to fight with relative. Dustamam Sojana Krishna. I see everybody. Jujastam. Everybody, Jujasam, Avastitam. They are coming here to fight. And what happened? After seeing all the things, supposing somebody will tell you, please kill your father, kill your guru. Will you do that? No, you won't do that. Enemy I can kill, but not. So Arjuna has been put such a condition that to see his relatives, everything, and you get overwhelmed, you get moho, that moho. As long as, see, as soon as we go back to our family, we get moho. Krishna later. We relegate Krishna to background. We always see our relatives as priority. Krishna is there with him, but he's bewildered. Krishna, I don't want to listen to him. I do not. Dustatu Sojana Priya, Jujusam Samupastitam. So what is that called? Siddhanti Gatrani. Siddhanti means quivering. My body is Gatrani, means quivering. Mukham Parishushati. My drying up. Everything drying up. I am going to fight this one. How much we are overwhelmed with that. My family, something happened to my child, he fall down, or something, how you feel like, why is falling down, or somebody is beating. In Krishna said, don't, I will beat, my family is man. So this prioritized because of bodily conception of life. So Krishna, here Arjuna is totally bodily conception of life. He is thinking, I am not going to fight. Dustamam Sojana Priya. So in this way, he do not want to fight. And he is telling that, what is the use of things? What we are going to fight? Fighting for the Rajya Sukhani. Supposing I kill them, what will happen? Supposing I kill them also, I cannot enjoy. Because supposing I got a cell phone, tomorrow I can buy a cell phone, very nice. So Subala Prabhu got a very nice phone for preaching. So he told me. Why he told me? Because we are God brother, he told me. Supposing you got something, you bought a car, or Mataji got a new house, and he is calling everybody. Why he is calling everybody? You want to share the opulences. Yes or no? He is calling for house program. Similarly, Arjuna is telling, if I kill them, I got the kingdom, who I am going to share with? Whom I have to call for house program? Whom I have to go share with my knowledge? So I told, no, what is this? Kimna Rajyena Govinda? What kind of Rajya I want? No, I do not want anything. Jesam Akhyanti, I got this kingdom for whom? They will not be there. For whom I am getting the kingdom, they are going to be killed. At the cost of their lives, I am not going to get this. I am sorry. I am not going to fight. So he also get another thing. Oh, Papa Asrayat. I am killing my own kinsman, this Papa. Killing his Papa. No. Sorry, I do not. Second reason. He is giving some reason. No. Sometimes we give lame excuses. Prabhu, come to Sunday program. Exam. Prabhu, work. Prabhu, yesterday night sleep. We have so many. So Arjuna also same thing, lame excuses. Let me give some lame excuses. I want to get out. I do not want to fight. This is called moho. This moho nostrum, one word, only one class is going on. But whole thing, moho is going on. How this moho platform is moho now. He is telling no, Papa will come. Then he is telling, okay, now if I kill them, all these people, the elderly people also there, they will be killed. Young people will not obey. You see your child, as soon as father is there, okay, father is gone means you see one room. If you leave Risika in one room, he will give all this thing is disoriented. I mean, normally child disoriented, everything. Similarly, Arjuna is telling, if I kill them, all elderly people will be die, whatever all young people, they will not obey. And they become contaminated, polluted. And he is nicely telling this beautiful verses. I want to show you that. Kulakheya pranasanti kuladharma sanatana dharma nasti kulam krishnan adharma vibhavati uta adharma vibhavata krishna pradusanti kulastriya trisudusteshu brasneya jate vanna sankara. He is telling that if all the elder people is done, is died, the destruction of all family tradition. We do family tradition, this puja, that puja, so many rituals we have now. How we learn from our parents? If parents are killed, who will guide us? Hey, tomorrow you have to do this puja. Tomorrow you have this puja. And next month this puja. Gone. Kula dharma, jati dharma, all gone. So he's telling one, Kula dharma, jati dharma gone. And the woman also not protected. Woman has to be protected in every circumstances. When they are child by their parents, when they are married by husband, when they are, according to Shastra, when they are elderly by son, elderly son. This is the thing. Under all circumstances, they have to be protected. So here, there is nobody will be there to protect them. And many unscrupulous person, they will see that, oh, alone going. India, a lot of iftism. If alone go, in particular Delhi and all, very iftism. So alone means unscrupulous person, they will exploit him. So as soon as they exploit it, then there is an unwanted child. Then Varna Sankara. You can see this, you can go to the railway station of India, particularly Howrah station. So many people, so many in our station, they are sleeping, all unwanted. Na? Philippines go, not only India, everywhere, America, Philippines, so much unwanted children. What happened? The society project will not be. Because they will not progress it. All society to progress, we need some good brain, not unwanted child. So battery is low, Prabhu. So, so in this way, unwanted, all society project will be, everything will be stopped, it will be chaos. So thinking that Arjuna said that, sorry Krishna, I am not going to fight, I am not going to, even if they can kill me, I do not want to fight. And finally what he said, first chapter he told in the last verse that, Evam mukta Arjuna sankhya ratopastopa visad visijyasa saram chapam soko samigna manasa. So Sanjay said, Arjuna having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrow, sat down on the chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief. In the beginning, and after when the conch shell blown, he was getting up on the chariot to see who has come to fight. After seeing that, then sitting down. Sorry, I am not going to fight. He was about to fight like this. He was, his bow, Gandhi was. It is saying that he set aside, cast aside his bow. Now he is sitting down. And in the second chapter, when he is sitting down like this, then Krishna, Supreme Lord is there. He is telling, the war is going to start and I am going to conduct the war. This is my desire. Now you are sleeping like you are not going to fight. You are like this condition, very depressed condition, lamenting. And then he told, why you are lamenting? Because you have identity crisis. Most of our problem is due to identity crisis. If we know our identity, real identity, then all the problem. Because we are thinking of that. Na? Supposing you are going by plane and what is happening in the ground, it should not affect you normally because you are in flight. But when it will affect you, when you have attachment. My car is broke down. I am inflicted. Why? I am not the car. I should not get inflicted. I am inflicted because I have attachment to car. So whole idea to take out that identity crisis, that attachment. Our moho is not only to me, but also to our family, to our society, to our community, in expanded attachment, expanded moho. Very difficult to clean up all the things. It's a piles for time memorial. It's not first time. So many times we have mother, father, sister, society, country, wife, children, every part. Still that things we have not because of knowledge. Ignorance is the first thing. Avidya. Shastra say, what is the root cause analysis? RCA. Let's find out. In IT, they have called RCA, root cause analysis. Supposing some error is coming, some problem outrages, this customer tell, we have to find out RCA so that next time it should not repeat. What is that root cause analysis? Avidya. As soon as we take birth, we are under the illusion. We are under the ignorance. We do not know that I am not this body. My interest is the Krishna. I am the part and parcel of Krishna. My activities towards him. Because of avidya, ignorance. So whole idea is that Nasta moho smriti labdha. That smriti labdha is the knowledge. Knowledge to get out from this avidya, ignorance. To get knowledge that what is my relationship. Every scriptures in the world has the three things. Anybody can say what is the three things. Three things to be understood. Every scripture in the world, Veda, Vedanta, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, three things is main theme, main topics. Sambandha Jnana, that is called relationship. Avidya is relative function, prayojana, perfection of the thing. What is the meaning of relationship? Identity crisis is there, we do not know our relationship. When you know that, first of all we establish our relationship. Who is Krishna? Unless you know Krishna, you cannot come to Sunday program, right? You cannot come to temple. First of all, relationship. After we know the relationship, you have to do some activities. Na? After I know he is my husband, he is my children. No, simply, okay, you are my children. I don't want to do anything. No, I have to do activities. Exact same thing. Relative activities. Avidya, relative function. Then when we perfected in that relative functions, that is called fully Krishna consciousness. So here Arjuna was in a very deplorable condition. Then Krishna is now Smriti Labdha. Now you have to regain your consciousness. Krishna is now he is now wanted to. He is very surprised. Arjuna, you are such a great people and great warrior. Everybody knows that why you are such a condition is crying like if you see and Bill Gates is crying. So, you will feel what is this? And Ambani is crying. Oh, Ambani should not cry for loss of $1,000, $2,000. He is a millionaire. You are such a great personality. You have good knowledge. You are warrior. You are Aryans. Why? So Krishna is chastising him. First thing is chastising. It is not befitting for you, Arjuna. Krishna say very nice verses. So Krishna is now telling that Kutastha kasamalam tvam. So these verses you should recite and remember me. It's like a goosebump, like Bhagavan Uvacha. This first thing, Bhagavan Uvacha. First chapter there is no Bhagavan Uvacha. Second chapter only Bhagavan. First chapter is identity. I say Arjuna, let Arjuna talk all these things. All this illusion. Now Krishna is now taking care of all the things. Bhagavan Kutastu kasamalam tvam visame samupastita. Arjuna, where this impurity come? You are a great fighter, great personality, Aryans, Aryabhat, he is Aryas. And Anyare justam asorgyam akriti-karam Arjuna. Arjuna, what is this? You are just like Anarya, Arya Samaj. They know the progressive life. But Arjuna, how you behave this like as an Anarya? You are a fighter, you have to fight. Now you are so coward, you are not doing. This is not Aryan's philosophy, Aryan cultivation, Aryan culture. You are Anaryan, and it will not give you to Swargaloka or Swargam. You will fall down. It is not your duty. You are a Kshatriya, you should fight. Why this kind of thing is telling? Not only that, he is accusing as an Anarya, Osargyam and Akriti, means defame. It will bring you defame because everybody know you are a great fighter. Now you are telling, I am not going to fight. Not only that, he is telling Arjuna to, he is telling, Lord is telling in the next verse, very, very, very strong word he is using. What he is using, very important verse is this one. Klaivyam asmagama partha. You are important. Everybody thinking that you are a great fighter. Arjuna, even he defeated, Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva was defeated by Arjuna and he is so happy he gave Pasupat Astra to Arjuna, gifted. What to speak out Indra and all. Lord Shiva is such a great personality. So telling, Klaivalyam asma gama partha. That up to a Kshatriya to telling you are important. If normally if I say you are important, he will get angry. Prabhu, you are talking nonsense. No more. Last time. No talking. No, don't tell like this. Don't talk. Arjuna is a Kshatriya. Kshatriyas are, blood is so, always, what is called, vindictive. Always revengeful, like, take action. And he is telling you are important. Or immediately say you are important, Arjuna. What is this? It should not be befitting. Kudram Udyadavalyam. You are telling that so much giving some compassion to your family, bodily relationship. This compassion is wrong. You are wrong. Your fundamental is wrong. This is a very important thing to learn here. So why sometimes your compassion to a drunkard? What is the use of that? His drunkard is really, he's sitting in India. They will be in somewhere Nala and all, and you give something food. Prasadam take, food take, or money take, he will take that money and drink. So, therefore, the compassion towards the body is not the compassion. So, Arjuna compassion to the body because he do not want to see to kill his own kinsmen. Just like supposing, I will give you an example, Prabhupada given an example. Supposing somebody is drowning, you are very compassion, you save his dress. Is it a compassion? No. Compassion means you have to save him. Similarly, compassion means, another example, let's give, Prabhupada given. You have a beautiful, I don't know whether we can keep the parrot or not, some domestic bird. You can domestic bird and with a golden cage. And you do not feed that. But you will say that, you see, my parrot, I have put it very decorative, very golden one. Is it compassion? No. Compassion is misplaced. Compassion means feeding. So here the Krishna is telling, your compassion for the bodies. All these people are bodily relationship. But you do not know compassion. Main compassion is compassion for the soul. Our Krishna consciousness movement is based on the compassion for the soul. How to stop this repetition of birth and death? That is whole idea. How to give this knowledge? Nashto moho smutir labdatat prasadena mayachutta. We have to dispel, dissipate this nashto moho, destroy the moho. That is our Krishna consciousness movement, the principle of Krishna consciousness movement. Smriti labda. So here he telling Arjuna getting angry. Krishna, too much. You are speaking. See, if you read now, I have no time. You read each and every chapter is so interesting. Arjuna telling Krishna too much. You are telling important to me. Do you know me? I am Partha. I am a Dhananjaya. I am this. I am that. I am a great warrior. I have a Gandiva. I have defeated. Why you are telling like this? I am not fighting not because of this Bhishma Drona. I am not fighting because they are Mahanubhava, great respect. Because a respectable person. Arjuna also counter argument with Krishna because friend na both are not yet surrendered as a yeah. So Arjuna is now telling the Krishna, well, Arisudana, Madhusudana is addressing. You killed your enemy, your name is Arisudana. You killed Madhu demon, your name is Madhusudana. But I am not good. These are not my enemy. These are not my, they are my relative. Not only relative, Mahanubhava. See, my scenario is different from your scenario. Have you killed your teacher? Immediately his counter argument. Have you killed your Sandipani Muni, your teacher? Have you killed your grandfather, which is what is the grandfather of Krishna? Where is Samarth? Ugrasena. Some grandfather, have you killed? No. Then why you are inducing me? You are telling I am Kaivalyam, I am Anaryam, this, that. You have not killed. So he is a bit confused. Then when is it counter arguing, but still he has some confusion. So that time he surrendered. So whole idea is that he surrendered to Krishna as a guru. So we need also somebody guidance. We cannot do whimsically. Because we are so much trapped. Somebody is bound. He cannot open himself. He has to tell, sir, open my hand. Yes or no? We are entrapped here. We are having misidentification. We need some liberated soul who knows his real identity, what is our real identity. So therefore we approach a spiritual master. Arjuna is immediately say that these friendly talks is nothing going on. What's up, buddy? What la? This kind of things will not solve my problem. Let me surrender. You are my guru. Karpani dosopahat swavavad. Prachamitam dharma samudya chetama. I am Karpani means Karpanya. Karpanya means Kurpana, miser. Kurpana means what? You know, a rich person, he has so much money, but he will not spend. He will not spend. That is the rich person. That is called Kripana. So here, this Arjuna is a very good fighter, but he doesn't want to fight. Therefore, he himself admitted, I am Karpana dosa upahata svabhava, inflicted by this Karpana dosa, fault of Kripana, miserly weakness. Prachamitam, I am asking you, Prachamitam dharma samudya. Yes, Shreya, what is the good for me? Nischintam puritan me, sishyateham sadhimam tum prapanam. You tell me what is the good. When he is now surrendering, Krishna is no more friend now. Krishna is not acting as a friend, he is guru. He knows I have to teach them. Because his idea is to teach every one of us. So immediately he is chastising. Aswascha narmaswachantam pragyabhadasya vasasya gatasana gatasana nanusochanti pandita. You are speaking big word. How can I kill my relatives? Relatives is died means the papa will come. I cannot share opulences. Everything will be, all the tradition will be done. So he's all the things. You are talking big learned word, very moralist. Many people in India, they criticize Krishna. Krishna is inducing Arjuna to fight. But actually, Krishna is knowingly inducing Arjuna because he has to establish the dharma. So-called morality. Jai Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki Jai Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki. So-called morality, Prabhupada say very nice thing. Many people say India that I am moral, but I am not religious, I am not spiritual. What kind of moral? Your moral thing must culminate to the point of satisfying Krishna. That is morality. Morality means satisfy Krishna. Morality is, Arjuna morality is not satisfying Krishna. Arjuna morality not to fight, become non-violent saint. Krishna say, I rejected. You are talking like, but you are a fool. You do not know that. This living body, and you do not know the basic principle. We are not this body, we are this soul. Natu jatu ham, natu aham jatu nasan, natvam name janadipaya, na chaiva na bhavishyamaha. Ataha param. Sarvam vayam ataha param. So you and me, we have existed before. You are existing now. We are going to exist in future. Arjuna is telling how it is possible. Dehinmansmi jatha dehi komaram jauvanam jaracha tatha dehantara pratit. See, every sloko Krishna is using, nothing redundant. Everything connection. Every chapter is connecting. So in this way, telling first fundamental knowledge, now you are not this body, you are the soul. So Arjuna is telling, okay, but I understood Krishna, I am the soul, but what about if they die, I feel separation, na? I will separation. Then immediately next verse is coming. See why Krishna is putting next verse? He is speaking about body and soul. They nam sinjata. Next verse, matra spasastu konteya sitasna sukha dukkha. Why is putting these verses after this? There is no connection. There is a connection because even though you know you are the soul, but you have a separation. Somebody is dying. Krishna said tolerate. Therefore, he is telling Matras Prasastu Konte. Then he is telling about this, you are this body, you are this soul, soul has no death, they are not going to die, they are going to take birth. In this way is teaching all the Sankhya philosophy. All the Sankhya philosophy is teaching, then I will wrap up now, even though 5 minutes I will wrap up all Bhagavad Gita. More time is, so after the Sankhya philosophy is telling Sokama Karma. You do because you are prescribed duty. Prescribed duty if you do, just like a soldier, you do your prescribed duty and you will get to heavenly planet. If you die also, you will go to heavenly planet. Just like a soldier in India or even in Singapore. War is going on, if they kill somebody, they will get medal. If they die also medal. Win-win situation. Exactly. That is called Sakama Karma. If you do your prescribed duty, as a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, whatever, then you will go to heavenly planet. Then he is telling this is also not good, Arjuna. But he is giving everything. Just like you go to restaurant, second chapter, you know what is the summary of second chapter title? Gita content summarized. That means you go to restaurant, they are giving every menu. So Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is giving everything. Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga in second chapter. Never mind, this Sakama is not good. Why Sakama? See, I have no time now. Otherwise, I have given you the Gita ladders. How from Karma Kanda you go to the Karma Yoga, then to Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, then Bhakti Yoga. The ladder is there. Whole Gita is called a ladder. Yoga means ladder. And everybody different steps. Those who are Bhakti Yoga highest. So initially what happened? Everybody wants to enjoy. They are called karmi. They are karmi. Everybody wants to be. And then they go to the karma kanda, regulative principle. Like do like this, do like this. Not simply by bikarma, nyunam pramata kurute bikrama. Everybody by birth, there is a default when we want to enjoy. But there is so much rituals. Why? Regulation? Because to come at least the stage of karma kanda. So Arjuna is being advised, you do as a Kshatriya your duty, you go back. So then Krishna also telling, it Arjuna may not disagree, because may not agree. Why? Because you go to heavenly planet, you will come back again. Abrahma bhuvanal loko punaravartina Arjuna. What is that? Khine punyam. Again, you after your punya been exhausted, you will come back. Just like you have got money, you exhausted everything. Then you have to go by not flight. So similarly, Arjuna, you will come back again. Then Arjuna telling Niskama Karma Yoga. You do the Niskama Karma. You do the Karma Yoga but with detachment. You prescribe duty you do but with detachment. In this way you will not be implicated. Niskama Karma Yoga. What is that Niskama Karma Yoga? Now Arjuna is a little bit confused. Whether to work or detachment is a little confused. And at the same time, Krishna telling that you do this little bit of jnana, dure nahi avarama karma, buddhi yoga. Buddhi yoga means with intelligence, you don't have to do everything. So he is confused. Whether the buddhi yoga I will do the jnana or karma. So he is confused little. Then in third chapter Karma Yoga, Krishna says that Arjuna, you always wanted to avoid working, avoid fighting. That means you avoid your work. By avoiding work, you cannot get out. You cannot get out from this way because work has to be, one has to do the work, and by doing work, you have to implicate it. So you cannot get. Even by abstaining from work also, you cannot do that. Supposing I say I won't do the work, but maybe in my mind I have no renunciation spirit. That is also bad. Mithyachara, Krishna say in the same. Renunciation means, see Arjuna how he has misunderstood this Bhagavad Gita. I have no time, but let's see. Where is this? Oh, that's why. Yes. So see here it is Krishna say that who restrain the sense of passion, but whose mind dwells in the sense of that, certainly deludes himself, he is called a pretender. So-called renunciation is not that. You are not. And also at the same time, you renounce, you work wrongly, that is bad. That is also not good. So Krishna says that in 316, that you wrong also, this is also not good. So how the Karma Yoga is? My dear Arjuna, who does not follow the human life cycle of sacrifice as established by the Vedas, certainly leads a life of full sun. living only for the satisfaction of senses. So everybody say, I am doing what karma. No, your karma should not be your satisfaction. That is selfish karma. Renounce artificially karma, not good. Selfish karma, not selfless karma. What is that selfless? That is called karma yoga. That is called 3.9. Krishna is explaining that what is that? Forgetting the 3.9. Jagyarthat karmano anyartha lokayam karma bandhana. So karma yoga means, what is karma yoga? That work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed. Otherwise work causes bondage in this material world. Has to be done by the Krishna. All your work, this is just like Arjuna. He is telling, I will not work. Krishna says, still you will be implicated. If I work, I will not kill them. Still you are implicated. You are selfish. You work for my satisfaction. That is karma yoga. When you work with detachment, you develop the knowledge. So Krishna given 4th chapter is transcendental knowledge. Because without knowledge, your acting may not be good. So you get this knowledge, transcendental knowledge. I am giving you translation. All this detachment, why people coming work with detachment? Krishna is telling that when you work with detachment, you develop the knowledge. And that knowledge, you understand that how to work properly. There are two ways. Once you get the knowledge, we have a two way. Either you become sannyas or you become work in devotion. Once you become sannyasi, but you have to be qualified. Even after you are qualified, Arjuna, but you work in devotion. Why? Because it is better to set an example. Because many people will get renounced. I am changing the renounced cloth, but they are not still there, they are not purified. So Arjuna, you do this karma, work in devotion, karma yoga. Then after this karma yoga, if you do means, you will understand with proper knowledge. In chapter 5, work in Krishna consciousness. You understand that everything, I am the beneficiary of all the activities. You do karma, but I am the beneficiary. I am the beneficiary. Krishna says, I am the beneficiary. Bhaktaram Jagyam Tapasam Sarvalokamasam. Then when you go with that karma yoga process, then you slowly advance to the jnana yoga process. We know that everything Krishna's way, but still you work in devotion. Then you go to Ashtanga yoga, you meditate. Now you have got knowledge how to work. Then you meditate. Oh, what is the Krishna? Then I can meditate Ashtanga yoga. This Ashtanga yoga is coming. Of course, Krishna says 3 yoga. Ashtanga yoga is not practical. Ashtanga yoga is there. Ashtanga yoga means fasting up you to celibacy, you no sense gratification, go to secluded places, press your nose and eyes, bro, like so many physical exercises, yama, niyama, etc. So it is very difficult process. So Krishna say, Krishna, this verses, because I have to wrap up, I have to go. Krishna say best is the bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga is the best. So therefore, this our Krishna consciousness Sunday program is what program? Bhakti yoga. Why Bhakti yoga? I will tell you before wrapping up. Say Krishna says that yoginam api sarvesam madgatana antaratmamanaha, and of all yogi, the one with great faith who always abide me, think of me within himself, render transcendental loving service to me, he is the most intimately united with me in the yoga. Is the highest of all. Krishna says karma yoga, this yoga, that yoga, but highest is this one. Highest is bhakti yoga. Other yoga will not give you success. There is a verse is there, whether you know or not, but it's a verse from here. Now we have no time. Okay. So now bhakti yoga is the highest. So how to perform the bhakti yoga means you should have enlightenment. Nah? Without enlightenment, in 7th chapter, you know what is the 7th chapter? What is the title of 7th chapter? Anybody? Knowledge means you should have enlightenment how to do bhakti. And bhakti started with hearing. Maya sakta manopartha yagamindu madasraya. Asam sam samagram ma yad nasasita, you hear. So you are coming here hearing process. You get the knowledge who is Krishna, what is my relationship. That is the beginning of our bhakti. Therefore, our movement is not for karma jnana. Our movement is directly come to bhakti yoga, highest platform. Then we will nasto moho smutir labda. Then you understood that why should I come to temple? What is this temple program? What is Sunday program? What benefits me? Mera kya hai? Mera kya hoga? Main kyun aunga? A sab question that will be solved here. So, first starting with the Srinu, you hear. Hear that. What hear? That also 7th chapter is telling knowledge of absolute. I am the master of material energy, spiritual energy, everything. How to attain me? Think of me always. At the time of death you live. That is the 8th chapter. How to attain. What is the 9th chapter? Anybody? Without saying, I will not put. Confidential knowledge. What is that confidential knowledge? Navada Bhakti. This confidential, most confidential. Confidential knowledge is chapter 1, chapter 2 and 3. You are not this body, you are the soul. Even karma yoga, all these are confidential. More confidential means 7th and 8th. The knowledge about bhakti, you have to hear. Starting for hear and glorifies chanting, Sarvanam Kirtanam Vishnu. Confidential knowledge is that, most confidential knowledge is that practical knowledge. Practical knowledge that you are hearing, coming here, hearing, chanting, prasadam taking, all this called practical, confidential knowledge. That is the most confidential knowledge, essence of all the things. Actually, 9th chapter is finishing of Bhagavad Gita in a short, because he is given the most secret of knowledge, most confidential knowledge. Then after giving, he is telling bhakti you have to do. And this is the process we are now propagating. You come here, start hearing, chanting, that's all. And take prasadam. Enough. That enough to get back to you. But you do it very regularly, you will forget. And now Krishna is wrapping up with most confidential knowledge. We will wrap up with most confidential knowledge. See, Krishna is telling, I have given you confidential knowledge. You are not this body, you are the soul. I am giving you enlightenment about bhakti. I am the supreme, everything I am supreme. 4 kind of people surrender, 4 kind of people do not surrender. He is giving some enlightenment. How to attain supreme. Then now he is telling bhakti is the most, now he is telling, I have explained you the most confidential of all knowledge. Deliberate on this post, then do all the things. Krishna is given most confidential knowledge. Okay, now Krishna telling something else. Because you are my very dear friend, I am speaking to you most confidential part of knowledge. He is telling whatever confidential knowledge I have given you, all the things. Now I am giving you the most confidential. Hear this for me, for it is your benefit. What is that? These 2 verses sum up the essence of. Sometimes they say that what is Bhagavad Gita sar? They ask, Prabhu, I have read Bhagavad Gita. What is the sar? They cannot say. You will remember, you immediately quote. Manamana bhav madavakta madajadi mamanamuskul mamivasya sattam tripti jane priyasmi. So Krishna is the most confidential knowledge. Always think of me. How to think of me? Chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Nowadays thinking nahi. So many WhatsApp messages coming. Many people have meditate like this. 5 minutes meditate, a message coming. Facebook like, Insta, Facebook. So they cannot think now. Therefore the prescribed method is chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. So always remember, this is the first thing Krishna is telling. Most confidential, always think means always chant. Become my devotee. When you chant somebody name, you fall in love. That is natural, you will be attracted. If you say that something like Shahrukh Khan, you will start liking Shahrukh Khan. This is a natural psychology, common sense. And worship me. Once you become devotee, automatically you worship me. You just like you become a lover of somebody, what he will do? Gift, flower, this, that, all the things, gift. Even stealing from your sister will give. Or you will give. So this is the thing. So Krishna is telling, worship me, offer your homage. Offer your homage me, same thing you gift giving and glorifying your Taj Mahal, your moon, your sun, so many things. So Krishna is same thing telling, you are the moon, you worship me and you also offer homage unto me. That's 4 things only. You stand me, think of me by chanting, you become my devotee, you offer me, worship me and offer homage means bow down. You are coming here, bow down, yes or no? You are worshipping, you seeing the worshipping house also you worship and you think of Krishna. Then I promise you, because you are my very dear. Krishna is promising he will get back to you. I promise you that you are my. What will happen? You will come to me without fail. See, Krishna say word. You will come to me without fail. Asamsayam means without fail you will come. No doubt. No doubt you will come back. These 4 things you do. Prabhupada said, these 4 things. Simply chant, become devotee, worship Krishna, offer homage. Bow down to him. Our program is include all 4 things, more than that. More than that. So these 4 things. And finally Krishna has revealed these verses also. Sarva dharman parityadamam ekam saranam aham tvam sarva papi vimukya samimasucha. So abandon all varieties of religion, just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful acts. Do not fear. So why I am not born in Bill Gates, Ambani family? Because I have some karma. That karma, because of karma I am suffering. Everybody suffering in a tongue. Everybody. So because of karma I am trapped here. Moho. That karma can be clear. Zero. Make it zero. Reset it. Redeem it. How? Simply surrender. How to surrender? By process of doing all the things that become a surrender. Everything now Krishna is all in all. I have to surrender. Surrendering by the bhakti process. Then Krishna say all your reaction. Why I am transmigrating from one body to another body? Because I am some karma. Good, bad, whatever. And this karma will not be there. There is no question of transmigration. That's all. They do not fear. So this is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. I am not able to finish all the things, but so just fast forward. Thank you so much for coming. And now we will have a Sandhya Arati, last Arati is there, Swayana Arati. Then we will have Prasadam, also we have some announcement and chanting also one round. So thank you very much. If you have any question, fifth floor. We have no time running, sorry about that. Thank you very much. Please come. Krishna is speaking, personally coming and speaking to Supreme Lord. We are switching on the YouTube, so many speakers speaking. Why not Krishna? Who can be better than Krishna? He is speaking for us, for our benefit. By doing simple process, Kali Yuga simple, no more meditation, nothing. Simple process, 4 things you do, you will go back. Next life is spiritual. Today I was giving Bhagavatam class, how Narada Muni doing these things. He was a maid, son of maid servant. He became Narada Muni. He became Narada Muni. And all this Saregama, Bollywood Saregama is actually started from Narada Muni. But they are misusing. Actually it should be used for you. Thank you. Hare Krishna. All goes to Srila Prabhupada.